Good morning, Malta and Gozo, and welcome to another episode of Lovin Daily. My name is JP, and today I'm joined by Ben. And this episode is brought to you by eCabs. eCabs are currently doing a massive giveaway, and it's super simple and easy to sign up to. All you need to do is follow these 3 steps. Download the eCabs app, book yourself a ride, and opt in into eCabs Circle from the app. Share the video and tag 3 friends in the comment section below. The video link will be in the comment section after this video. eCabs have a ton of prizes. What exactly are they on offer, Ben?
So eCabs have some huge prizes ready to give away. To be exact, they have €20,000 worth of prizes to give away. The top prize on its own being worth €15,000. Now the top prize consists of a year's worth of free cab rides from eCabs. Other prizes are super big as well. We're talking a number of phones. They even have an iPhone 12 ready to give away. So if you want to win any of these prizes, make sure to follow these steps and sign up.
Amazing. Let's move to our 5 stories for today. Charmin Gauci and virus experts honored with Jih e Repubblica. Woman appeals against Xmas parties after COVID-19 hits her home. Malta's HIV medication crisis might have its roots in Brexit. Maltese boxer reflects on monumental win after being crowned EU champion. And Joe Mike and Leiden crowned winners of Malta's Got Talent. Ben, take it away.
So, first story of the day, one of Malta's most beloved public figures, Charmin Gauci, has been awarded with what might be Malta's highest honour, Jih e Repubblica. Charmin Gauci, Malta's Superintendent of Public Health, was awarded this honour alongside virologist Chris Barbara, as well as infectious disease expert Charles Malia. Respiratory Dr. Stephen Montfort was also awarded this honour. Alongside these virus experts, a number of other public figures who have contributed to Malta in any way were awarded this honour. These include Godston Cardinal Mario Grech, Maestro Paula Bela, as well as Maltese literature professor Charles Briffa. These honours were dished out during a ceremony in Valletta just yesterday during Republic Day by none other than Malta's President George Vella.
Yes, I think if you cast your mind back to the midst of the pandemic, everyone can remember Charmin Gauci appearing on her daily press briefings, giving updates on the COVID-19 pandemic with a calm and reassuring tone and a repeated health advice that earned her plaudits among the Maltese public. Meanwhile, Barbara and Malia were on the front line of Mataday's treatment of COVID-19 patients, and Montfort helped blood new doctors. Moving on to our second story, a woman now is appealing against Xmas parties after COVID-19 hits her home during this festive season. A lot of people are wondering what to do, whether they should meet up with family or on Christmas Day, or whether it's best to stay at home. This particular woman urged people not to organize Christmas parties, as she explained how COVID-19 has completely disrupted her everyday family life. In a video published online, Jocelyn said she used to downplay the pandemic and was actually planning to host a party at her own place before the virus entered her household. First, her husband tested positive for the virus and she had to sleep somewhere else and quarantine her clothes before wearing them. Then, one of her sons tested positive and he was moved in with his father with a mattress placed on the floor. After this experience, Jocelyn said, "Listen, Christmas will pass. We don't care about parties," after she having to deal with COVID-19 pandemic in her own household. But I still think a lot of people are unsure on what to do. Obviously, the festive time is meant to be a time of celebrating with your family, your close ones. It's been a tough year. A lot of people want to get together, but obviously the pandemic is still here and we still need to be cautious.
Of course, even though Malta should be getting its COVID-19 vaccine in just a few weeks' time, in the coming months, it is extremely important to keep our guards up and to remain vigilant. Speaking of COVID-19, these are Malta's latest COVID-19 numbers. Yesterday, Malta's active cases dipped yet again as the country registered 52 new COVID-19 cases as well as 90 recoveries. This means that Malta's total number of active cases now stands at 1,815, which is the lowest number the country has registered since 23rd October. On a bit of a different note, yesterday Malta registered 3 new COVID-19 deaths, unfortunately, with the country's death toll now standing at 169. Our sincerest condolences go out to the victims' families. Onto a bit of a different health crisis. This time, however, relating to HIV medication. Malta is currently experiencing a worrying drought in its stock of HIV medication, and health authorities have suggested that this problem might have its roots in Brexit. This was announced yesterday by Malta's gay rights movement, MGRM, who, as I said, announced that health authorities are partially to blame for this shortage. This issue has been going on for a good few days, and it is actually quite worrying, as HIV patients required to take a cocktail of pills every day to make sure that the medication remains effective. Once patients take their medication, they become undetectable, which of course reduces the risk of transmission. The whole point of HIV meds is to not miss a single dose, and once a single dose is missed, that jeopardizes the whole treatment. On to the next story, JP, a bit of a high note for Malta.
Yes, absolutely. So, as tough as this year may have been, it's actually been quite a fruitful one for Maltese sports. In fact, Maltese boxer Haytham Lamuz has just been crowned EU champion after dismantling Super Mario Alfano, an Italian boxer, in his home turf in Rome. Speaking to Lovin Malta, Lamuz said it was like winning the Champions League. It's equivalent to winning a Champions League, which is a high prestigious event for him, and obviously it's a huge step in terms of for sports in Malta, but also for the boxing community. We have a Maltese boxer crowned the EU champion. Last year, Lamuz claimed the WBC Mediterranean title, which garnered the attention of promoters from around Europe, and he was selected to fight Super Mario Alfano with just 1 month's notice. So that's, if you know anything about boxing or world boxing, that's a really incredibly short time to go through a training camp, to prepare for a fight, to study the other opponent. But the Maltese boxer took on the challenge. Instead of traveling to the UK, where he would do a 6-week training camp, as usual, he stayed here in Malta, relied on his peers, his comrades in the boxing community to train him, getting advice from different people, getting different training, and he eventually, traveled to Rome last Friday, and had a 12-round bout with Super Mario and won on a unanimous decision. I think it speaks a lot to the talent we have here as in athletes in Malta. And for the 31-year-old boxer, this is just the beginning, he said, in his career, and he's looking to go, to get back on the saddle and fight elsewhere in bigger fights.
Of course, it's very satisfying to see sportsmen and artists in Malta making waves overseas. However, yesterday, 2 Maltese people, Joe Mike and his son Leiden, were crowned the winners of Malta's Got Talent. They won the first edition of Malta's Got Talent. Joe Mike and Leiden, their act consisted of a macchietta, which is basically a song poem, which is often humorous. And it's safe to say that the father-son duo won the hearts of Malta's viewership yesterday. People were enamored by the duo's amazing relationship, and also by the fact that they are keeping up a long-lost Maltese tradition, the macchietta. Joe, Mike and Leiden beat dance company Concept of Movement. Concept of Movement were the runners-up. However, after this result, a number of people voiced their concerns, that they were worried that Joe, Mike and Leiden, their talent is drowned out by Concept of Movements. We'll let you tell us what you think, whether you think that Joe, Mike and Leiden actually deserved to win. What do you make of this game?
I didn't really watch the finals yesterday. It wasn't my cup of tea, but I definitely, tuned in every now and then to see what was going on. And like I said, there was a lot of talented acts on the show, especially Concept of Movement. If I could give a shout out to everyone that performed last night. Concept of Movement, Kinetic, Lapis, Kapchi, Elon Law, Aiken Kai, Ria Gauki, and Mateus Camilleri. All, super acts in their own right, but obviously it was a bit of a divisive finals. But congratulations to Joe, Mike, and Lyden nonetheless for their victory. I'm happy for them. Before we wrap up this episode, just to remind you, this episode was brought to you by eCabs. They got a massive giveaway, and we're going to show you a quick clip from that just now.
Hey everyone, we've got something huge up for grabs. Probably our biggest and best competition yet, worth a whopping 20,000 euros. And it's super easy to win. We've teamed up with eCabs to give away 1 whole year's worth of free cab rides to 1 lucky winner. That's 12 whole months of ridiculous convenience and efficiency without spending a single cent on transport. They now don't only have the black cabs anymore. Awesome. How do you win? Step 1, download the eCabs app. Step 2, book yourself a ride and opt into the eCabs circle, which will allow you to save money, earn points, and get some great benefits. Step 3, share this video and tag 3 friends in the comments below. It's really that simple. Now, if an entire year's worth of free cab rides just doesn't do it for you, there's a bunch of other great prizes up for grabs, including a brand new iPhone 12 and so much more. And if you've already booked 1 ride this year, just opt in. Competition ends December 25th at midnight. This sounds almost too good to be true. Just opt in.
Sorry guys, I was stuck in traffic and I really couldn't find parking. So just to remind you, participating in eCabs' massive competition is super simple. All you need to do is follow these 3 super easy steps. First of all, download the eCabs app. The second step is booking yourself a ride and opting into eCabs circle from the same app. And the third and last step is sharing the video and tagging 3 friends in the comments section. The video that you need to share will be linked in the comment section below. Just to remind you, the competition winners of the competition will be entitled to some massive prizes. The eCabs have 20,000 euro worth of prizes to give away, the top prize being a year's worth of free cab rides from eCabs, worth on its own a massive 15,000 euro. And with that, we're concluding today's episode of Lovin Daily. Once again, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you have a day full of loving.